Okay, so hello everyone. Very warm welcome to the Flutter Festivals, another session of Flutter Festivals. As you guys already know that Flutter Festivals is a community-led event series where developers can join to learn the fundamentals of Google technologies featuring Flutter, Firebase, Google Cloud, uh, and all. In this session, we have an expert of Flutter, Renuka Kelkar ma'am. She is also a Flutter GD, Google developer expert in London, UK. Also, she is the founder of TechPowerGirls. In this session, you will get to learn how to build an app with a Flutter. And we have planned a lot of activities, opportunities to elevate your career using Flutter through the expert session. So let's get started. Give your best, and ma'am will be guiding you through the hands-on session and make the best use of it. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. So, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining this session. Let me share my screen first. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay. So, I think last time I already introduced myself, but if there is some new students joins today's session, so let me introduce myself. I am a Renuka Kelkar. I am a Google developer expert for Flutter. I'm based in London. I work as a Flutter developer at Altaflora. It's a and I'm a founder of the TechPowerGirls community, where we train or empower the women with the help of Flutter app development. And our this initiative, we expand in this initiative to help the students from the India to learn the Flutter app development. So this is a little about me. So today we are creating a last time we have seen that how to what are the basic widgets in Flutter, how we can use that widgets and create a beautiful UI. So we will explore more widgets today, and then we will see how you can create a multi-page app in Flutter. There are some more concept you can learn today, how to do the navigation, some kind of animation as well. So let's we'll see. So first, the element covered in the today's session is like a what is a stack, what is a list view, grid view. Then last time we have just seen the one page app, right? So this time we are thinking of to creating a multi-page app. Then how to create a data. So like a creating a like a dynamic app, so flowing the data dynamically. Then there are some concept like how to make container like a circular shape, or how to change the shape of image. So these kind of things we can also see. So it gives you like a more kind of UI centric designs basically. Then we can talk about the animation, which is very basic. If you use that, you will get a good kind of transition effect in your app. So these are the things I'm going to cover today's session. So I will just go through my slides, and I will talk more about that when I will do the live coding. So first thing is stack. So last time we have seen about the how you can structure your app. Like if you want to have like a all your content is vertically aligned, then you should use the column. If you want to align your elements in the app horizontally, then you can use the row. But what about if I want to overlap the things, like sometimes I want some images, and on that image I want to put some text. So these kind of effects we want in our app, right? So what which widget is useful for to do this? So the stack is the widget which you can use to overlapping the things, like you can overlap multiple widget in that. So it's a very handy widget. So next thing is list view. So in Flutter, if you want to like a kind of want list of something, then you can use the list view. Like if you have a background of web development, then you can use a like a in a web development you use a UI tag, right? So where you can create a list of the element. So it is a similar way you can use to create a list of widgets inside the app. But what exactly we get benefit from the list view is that it will give the scrolling effect. So in a column, you can put the as many as element in that widget, but column doesn't give you the facility to have like a scrolling effect. So column always take the area of the screen which is already visible. Okay, but in list view, you can create a list of atoms as many you want, and you can give the scrolling effect. You will get default as a scroll effect, and you can scroll the page. So that is the list view. So list view also have many different options as well. So we will see like how you can create a dynamic list. Like if you know the how many atoms are there in your list, then you can use a list view. But if you want like let's say I'm creating some app like a contact app. Okay, so I know there are 4 contacts in my list, then I can create a list view. But I don't know if in future I would like to add more contacts in my contact list. So that time you need to have kind of like a somewhere the data is in some other place, and whenever you change that data, it will show that in your UI. So that time you can need to have something dynamically. So that time the list view dot builder come in the picture. So I will go through that as well while I'm coding. So the next thing is that you normally see in this kind of structure many people are using in their app. So how you can create this kind of thing. So it is a similar just like a list view. You can use as a grid view. So you just need to give the amount of what grid you want, like 2 by 2, 3 by 2. This is kind of things you can explicitly mention there, and you can create this kind of effect. So there are many options available in a grid view as well. Same as the list view builder, grid there is a grid view builder as well there. So you can create a grid view around the dynamically as well. So these are the 2 concepts we are going to use in our today's app. Then how to create a models. I think you all are the engineering student. I don't need to explain a lot in this in that sense. You know the what is a classes and objects and all this stuff. But how you can create that in Flutter, that I'm going to show you. How to create a nested models and how to retrieve that data inside your inside your app, that we are going to demonstrate today. So the next step, how to fetch that data, that is also I'm going to show you. Then next thing, basically how you can see here, I have created an image with the circular corners. So how you can do, there are many ways you can make the changes in the code, or you can use the different ways to do this. So there is a widget called the clipper widget. So you clip the image kind of thing. So this is there are many types as well, but we are going to use the simple type clip art rect today for our today's workshop. So we will demonstrate that as well. So next thing is hero animation. So right now you can't see any transition here, but when I will drive when I develop that, then you can see the what is the actual transition of this thing. So these are the some points I'm going to cover in this today's topic. So I think let me share my Android Studio. Uh, so let me show you the output as well. So this is the output I have created. Okay, we are going to create this, and if you can see there is some transition. So that is called the like a hero animation. So you can see it's not normal changing the page, but it is showing some transition. So that is kind of thing. Just I just told you that about the nested thing. So you can see that if I click on the London, it will give the attraction related to the London and hotels related to London. So how you can build such kind of UI? So that is we can going to create today. Okay. So let me share. I will create a new document, new Flutter project. So let's see, travel demo. Okay. So what I will do, I will just delete some code from here. And I will just remove these as well. So last time what we have done, we have created a home class here itself. But today I'm not going to create the same class in the same page. What I will create some folder structure as well. So in this is our main.art file. In that file, I'm going to create one folder. So you can say as a view, you can say as a screens, you can say as a pages.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting you, but your Android Studio is not visible and screen is stuck in that Canva page.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Mm,
Maybe
oh,
you've shared not entire screen, maybe.
okay. Let me stop sharing and again let me share it
Yeah, okay.
again. Maybe that. Mm, okay. Now can you see?
Yeah, now it's yeah.
Okay. That.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting me know. Otherwise, I will just start talking and I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
what's going on. Okay. So, so I'm creating a new folder here in a lib file. You can create whatever name you like it, but normally so people are using like a MVP architecture. So, so you can create a controllers, you can create a views and models, all this stuff. So I can name it like a let's say views. So view. Then I will create a folder for the model as well. Okay, so in that view I'm going to create let's say home page, or you can let's see. So in this home page I'm creating like a first import the material.dart, and I'm creating a stateless widget first. So this is my home page, and what I'm going to do, I'm just import that file inside the main.dart. So this is a really good practice to just divide your code in different pages, like a different widgets are in a separate file. So you can easily read your code as well, and if you want to do any changes, you can directly go in that page. So this is our page. So first thing first, what is a first element in our widget tree after the material app is like a scaffold. So here is a scaffold. So scaffold has a property of app bar. I'm going to use the app bar. Here I'm going to use the title, and the title will lead a text widget, which will give you the travel app. Okay, so let me run this first, then we will move. So are you able to see my emulator as well, simulator?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. So what I will do, I will just smaller the screen. Just a minute. So it will be like a side by side. What happened?
Ma'am, one of the participant is asking to repeat this linking file section in the chat box.
Okay, yeah, okay. So what I have created, I haven't linked anything yet. What I have done, I have just created a folder, and in that folder I have created a file. Okay, so in that file I have just written the whatever we want to create a widget. I have just need to do that. So I have just created a separate file with the stateless widget. Okay, and you just need to go here and call that class. It's a class name, it's not a page name. You can see here I'm not calling the home page file. I'm calling the home class, which you can going to see here. Here is the class name, right? So you are going to call that class inside the main.dat file. So now normally so it is a import. We are importing that file inside the main.dat file. Let me know why it's not coming. Oh, just a minute. I will just start again. Maybe simulator. See. It should work. So while waiting for this, let me create more files for this in view folder. Let's say I will create a new file. Uh, let's say CT page. Okay. Then okay, it's coming. Okay. So first thing, our home page. What happened? Why it's giving me so much trouble today? It's freeze. Sorry about this technical glitch. What happened? Okay, now. So right now we are in a home page. Okay. So what I want to do, I will if I go to my design. So if I go through this design and if I zoom in this, so first thing is that we don't have a app bar in my screen. So last time someone asked me, can we create our own scaffold? So you don't need to use all the elements from that scaffold. If you want to create, customize your design, you can do it. So right now you are seeing here, there is no any app bar here. And you can see I have called one image, and on that image, that image I am going to write down the text. So for that, what I am going to do, after the app bar, let me delete this app bar as well. I will just delete this. Okay, and I will just call the body. Okay, and in the body, because my whole structure is getting vertically aligned, so I'm going to call the column. Okay, so in the column, I'm going to call the children, and my first element in my children, let's say I will create a one container first, because I want to have like a separate top portion and the below portion is separate out. So let me use the container first. Okay, and in that container what I'm going to create, I will have like a child, and in that child I will have a stack. Okay, so in that stack it is a similar like a column, and the row it is like a multiple child widget, so it's having a children image. So I'm going to call image.network, and I will give the path. So I think I opened that image somewhere. Okay, so I'm copying this image address, and I'm going here and I'm pasting here this thing. So let's see what is the output for this. So you can see here. So this is the design I want. I don't want app bar. So after that, what I want text. So let me show you the effect of the stack first, and then I will create the text. So if I put the any container here again, okay. Okay, so see what is happening. So stack is like a the kids play with the stack kind of toys, right? Whatever first you put some ring inside that. So first ring inside that stack, it will go at the bottom. It is a similar way. Whatever is the first element in your stack, it will go at as a background. So you can see here the what I have put it the second element after the image. So that element will is the top of the image. If I put some more elements, if I just copy this and so if so you can see the red portion is on the top of the blue portion, and the image is at the bottom. So first element always go as a background or as a go down, and whatever element you are inserting in the stack, it will go on the top of that. So this is the concept of the stack first. So now I don't want this containers. I will just have like a text. So let's have the text widget. So what I have done some already code snippets with me. So that's why I will just copy pasting. It's better for me to do the more stuff. So what I will do, I just copy the text tool. It will save our time. Okay, so let's see what is happening here. So it is going very above, right? So there is two way you can do if you want you can put as a wrap with the center, or you can wrap with the padding tool. So if I wrap with the padding tool, you can see it's all. But if I just want have more padding on the top side, so what I will do, I will just go to here only, and here is a top, let's say 30, let's say more, let's say 60. Yes, so you can see I want little bit padding on the left hand side as well. So left padding, let's say 20. So this text is going here. So what is the next thing? If I add more text, basically I can add more text from here as well. So here is a text. Because text part we have covered last time, that's why I'm not going to show you all the stuff again. But if anyone wants to like know more about that, just let me know. Otherwise, I will just so here as well we need to add a padding, and I will copy this. So here we need like a, let's say 80. I want more. Okay, so now you understand what is the concept of the stack and how you can uh, make changes in your UI using the stack. So this is a, we are going to use a stack. So next element, if you can see on the screen, so here is we need like a grid. So how we can going to use it? So let's do one thing. I will just go here and collapse thing. Okay, so next thing is my grid. So I'm going to use the grid view. Dot builder because I want to create the whole thing dynamically. So that's why what I will do, I will use the grid view. I will show you the list view builder as well. So you will get more idea in that sense as well. So in a grid view, what will happen? We are going to use slivers child delegate with the fixed count. So I want like a 2 by 2 grid. So sliver grid delegate with the fixed cross count, it will give me that ability to, we can fix the how much count you want for your grid. So here is a property of cross count is 2. I am going to give 2 and I will. So what it will happen here in this atom builder, so it is just like a for loop. Okay, so this builder property, what it will build, it will iterate the whole thing how many times if you have given the length of that grid. So I will just show you. So here is, it will take the context comma index, and here we are creating this function and we are returning, let's say I will return a container. Okay, and I will have like a, let's say height 300, width 300, and color. Okay, and so it is having one property called atom count. So how many atoms you want to show in that grid, you can show that. So here I have created everything. Okay, and we'll see the output is coming or not. It should come, but let's see what is the problem. So there is, you can't see anything yet. So what is the problem? So many times this situation happens and you can't see anything on the screen. You just see the image in the top portion of the container, but you can't see anything for the grid view. So what is happening? The column is a widget which will have bounded height. Like a column always take the whatever height or whatever screen size is there, it will build that much. And in that we are using a grid view which will have unlimited height. Like you can have unlimited element inside the grid view or list view builder. So that conflicts each other. So you need to give that grid view as a shrink property and it will keep it as a true, which will help you to render that object basically. So here you can see. So now the next problem arrives here is, you can see there is a yellow colors bars like here, right? So it means it is showing that because I have put it like a 10, atom counts, if I put like a let's say 4, so that error is gone. So why this happened? So first thing what I will do, I will just give the padding to this widget so you can see the grid. Where is the padding widget? Grab with this widget the padding. Okay. And here in the padding, we need age insects dot all, let's say 10. Okay, let me show you that. So you can see the grid, 2 by 2 grid, and you can see the 4 element. So atom count is 4, so it shows the 4 element. So if I increase this, so it will show me the error of there is a not that big space at the bottom, because this grid view have their own scrolling effect, but this container this because we are wrapping inside the column, and column doesn't have that much height, that's why it is showing this error. So what you can do, you can wrap this column with the single child scroll view. So if we wrap with this, it is a similar like a list view. List view also give the ability to have a scrolling effect, and single child scroll view also have the same effect, but it's only have one child. So it's have, and you can see the error is gone. Now the next problem is what I will show you. So right now I have only one grid view here, but I want to scroll the whole page. I don't want to scroll the just below portion. That how I can do that. So I have to just one, because the whole page also have the scrolling effect, and the grid view also have the scrolling effect. So how we can manage only have one? So what you can do, you can go here in a grid view, and you can say physics, and you said that I already have a single child scroll view as my parent thing, and I don't want two scrolling thing in together. So I will say that never scroll physics here. So it means it will not scroll only for the grid view. It will scroll only the single child scroll view. So if you can see now, there is no separate scrolling for this widget. It will just scroll the whole thing. So I hope you can understand the concept of this. So what is the next? If you have any question related to this concept, please put it in the chat. Maybe the organizer can show me the what if they have any question, because this is a very important concept while developing the app. And many places you will get such kind of error. That's why I've shown you what kind of error you can face and how you can solve that error basically. Okay, so now I don't want.
Ma'am, there
Yeah,
are few questions in the chat box.
yeah.
Ma'am, Awaz is asking that can you explain the text widget on time? And one is asking, can we do dynamic apps?
Yeah, this is the how we are going to create now. It's a dynamic app only. Okay, so I just creating a UI first now, then we will create a data, and then we will call that data dynamically through the pages, like through our app basically. So I will just show you. I will explain the text when I writing the text inside the in this container as well. I can explain that as well. Okay, so just you can understand this concept grid view, how you can create a grid view dot builder, what are the meaning of the physics property or atom count or atom builder. So this is the thing. Now I want images. Okay, So if I call the same image, let's say, uh, if I call the same image, let's say, okay. Instead of color and all this stuff, what I will do, I will just call the child.
Ma'am, few participants are requesting to explain the grid view again.
Okay, I will do that. Yeah, just a minute. I will just add the image dot network and I will just put this image. Okay, so you can see this image is coming here, right? And you can see the, because I am using only one element and I am doing a hard coded value here. That's why all the places you are using, you can see the one image only, right? As I mentioned that the, if you want to create a dynamic data dynamic app, then you need to use the builder, like a grid view builder. If you are just showing the 3 or 4 elements inside your app, you don't need that, then you can just use the grid view only, you don't need to put anything. So let me show you one more thing, like a list view as well. So you will get to idea what is a thing in that. So right now you have seen the builder. So I will just show you the grid view and grid view or list view. So I will just comment this code right now and I will explain you again. So let's say instead of this, what I will do, I will use the list view. Okay. So this is not dynamic. It's just like a getting a scrolling effect. That's it. So list view is having the same kind of as a grid view. So it will have the children inside the list view and you can call okay. Okay. So you can see there is a only, again you can see, you have the same problem as I mentioned. You cannot see the any element from the list view. It will have the same problem just like a grid view. You need to shrink wrap it and it said true. So there is, you can use the what is the expanded widget as well, but I am showing you there are many ways you can solve this issue basically. So you can see here, if I go and copy, see, you can have the list view with the, there is no any dynamic thing happen. You have to hardcore each and every value. You have to repeat the same code again and again. So if I want to create any app which will have the like a 90, 100, more than 1000 of data I want to show, are you going to create and are you going to hard code the same value each every time? No, that is not feasible, right? So that's time the how to create a data inside the app that come in the picture. So that's why I have shown here. You can create for the grid view. You are using the list grid view dot builder, and if you want to just show some atoms which is scrolling, that time you just use the list view. So these are the some difference between the list view and list view builder or grid view or grid view builder. So these are the some points basically. So I think I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's the same concept for the grid view as well. So here what we have done, yeah. So here what we have used, we have a grid view. What will happen? So whatever value you are returning from this grid view dot builder, it will paint that value and how many times atom counts you have given, it will iterate that for loop for you. That function builder function will do that for you basically. So atom builder function is there. So that function, what will it will iterate the value how many times you have given the atom counts basically. Is that clear to you? Does anyone have any other question related to this basically? No. So let me give some height and width. I will create a data, then you will understand more basically. So let's say 300 and width, let's say 300 width, and I will create height should be like a 400. Okay, and then you can say fit, box fit. So you can see the all the image size will be the same. Okay, so this is how you can create. Now we want to show the data dynamically. Okay, so that time you have to, I have created a model folder here. Okay, so in this model folder I have to going to create a model data class, or let's say, so I'm going to create a data class here. So the class, then class name. So this is a normal representation how you can create a classes in Dart basically. So inside that, what I want to create, I want for this class, what I want the image size or image. I want some name. Let me show this design. So here you can see I have the city class. In that city class, it will have the image. It will have the name of the city. Let me show you here. So you can see I have created a city class. In that city class, I have created a city name, city image. Then in that country name, and in that I am going to add list of places and list of the hotels. Okay. So how we can do this basically? So first we are just we are in the class. If let's say I am creating a data class, I will create a type of the class, type of the variable. Let the string, let's say name and string, let's say image. Okay, and then I will create a constructor for this. So I'm creating the name constructor. So it will, you can access that value. It's image, comma, this dot name. So because now everything is in the null safety, so it will have the required parameter. So I will add the required parameter. Okay, so this is how you can create a class. So do you know why we are creating this class? Because whatever data, if you are creating a data in API or you are using a data through Firebase, so that data connects with this model class. So the, like a, in a simple life example, if I want to create a cookies, okay, and I want to create a cookies, let's say for Valentine Day, I want to create a cookies for the heart shape. So I have the cookie dough with me. I want each cookie should be have the same size and same structure. So I have to use the cookie cutter with the shape of the heart shape, right? So my all the cookie material goes through that. So it will like a, it's like a blueprint kind of thing. So you, for that you can create a model class. So you, whatever data you have created in your database, that will go through this model class. So so that you already mentioned the what is a type of data, if it is date, if it is integer, if it is double. So these are the things you are going to mention in your model class, and that through you can create your data. So did you all you have understand what is the concept of the model class and how you are going to create the data here? Is anyone have any question related to this? Because what I have done, I have sake of the time, I have just created the class with me. I'm just using that. If you have any question related to that, then you can just ask me. What I will do, I just copy the whole file of the places, then hotel and travel. I will just copy this file and I will explain you as well in my code as well maybe. Is
Uh,
anyone have any question related to this? Please ask me, because this is a really core concept. If you don't understand it, you don't understand how you can create the app as well for the how to fetch the data basically.
Ma'am, few participants are asking to repeat the data part.
Okay, okay. I will just. So just let's see. I have created a city class here. Okay. And in this city class, I have some properties. Like a city will have a name, city will have an image, which city, which country you are from. So city will have a country name. So these are just the declaration of the properties. Okay. So each city will have a type, have some property and which will have a type. So here you are mentioning the type. So because city name is a like a text, so that's why I have mentioned as a type as a string. Okay, you can see the image, but image I am giving the path of the image and path is a string. So that's why I mentioned as a string for here. Same as a country name. The next thing is that the places. So places also have, what will have in the places, it will have the list of the places inside that city. So that's why I have given the type as a list. So normally in other languages you are using the array, right? The same way you are using the list inside the dart basically. And I have created a separate class which is called the place. So I will show you what I mentioned. So here I have created the data class image. This thing is if I want to have some list of things like a list of string, okay, and which will have let's say places. Okay, so I have to. Okay, so you have to mention the type of the variable you are creating basically. What is happening here? Okay, okay. So I have created the class with the class name. I am putting the all the variable which I want to pass through. I have given the type of that variables. Here I want to add the list of the places. So what I will create a separate class for this for the places as well. So you can see here I have created separate class for the place name, place image and description. You can see in a hotel as well I have created a separate class. Hotel name, hotel image, hotel price, hotel address, hotel description. So these are the classes I have created and I will call these classes inside my travel class. So like a city is my main class and in that class I'm calling the two different classes as well, the list of the places and list of the hotel. So the basically the cookie cutter like a basically if you say we have a wardrobe, right, and we know that in my wardrobe where is the place where I can keep my clothes, where is the place where I keep my accessories. So we have that structure. So you have to give the structure to your data. That time you are creating the classes. You can directly, if you are creating a app with the Firebase, you can create and directly connect to the Firebase as well. There is no problem. But what happened if I want to, if I done something, made some changes in my database, okay, if I change the name of any variable in my Firebase application, and that you are calling all the variables in your code, so you need to change that the name of that variable in so many pages. Okay. So that time, if you have already created a model class, so you are saying that whatever data I'm coming through my database, I'm going through this model class and I have given certain name to that. So I just need to change whatever changes are in my database only in one file, only in this model file. You don't need to do any changes in any other files. So that's why this model class is very handy to manipulate the data and give the structure to your data basically. So do you all understand what is the concept of this? We'll share more documents about this as well. There are many people have created a good tutorial on this as well, how to create a model class. And it is, I'm showing you, creating you this small kind of project where data is very small. But when you are creating a like a Firebase big application or API, the data in the API is really big. So that time you are not able to write by your own hands the all the model classes. So there is a packages like a there is a facility. You will convert your JSON file to your dart file, and you will get the ready-made code of that, and you can just import that code inside your model class. So there are many ways in that. If you are interested, I will share some documents related to that as well, so you will learn more about this. But this is really basic when you want to create a multiple page app with the dynamic functionality. So is anyone have any question related to this? No, I think it's clear. So now what I will show you. So I have created a travel class, like a city class. Inside that I have created this the variables, and then I have created some dummy data. So what I have done, the list of city, right? And here I have creating the list. This is a type, and this is a city list. So inside city, what is my object is a city, right? Because we have mentioned here my object name is city, right? The class name. So so it will create, it will ask you to have like a city name, city image, country name, city places. So let's say I will create, I will show you that as well. So in a data class, let me see, have a list of what is the type of class is a data, and let's say list name is data list. Okay, and it is a okay, and you can see here if I uh, see. So if I create a data, it will ask me because it's a required parameter we have given as a required, right? So it will ask me to, will I have to fill this all the required parameter. So here what I will do, because I have mentioned here it is a string, so it will ask me the string. So let's say I'm saying the abc dot jpeg. So it will take that value. It's a key value pair, right? It's a key and it's a value. So here is a name. Let's say London. Okay, let's say uh, so something like that. So you can create as many objects you want with the help of the same class. Okay, so you can create something like that. So how many elements you want in that list, you can create. Normally this data comes from the database, but for to sake of just to understand the concept, and you are creating a small app, you can create data inside your app itself. So I think you have all understand this concept, right? How you can create the model class. So what I will do, I will just make comment to code and I will use this class. Okay. So I have created a city list. So now I want to fetch this city inside my code, because in my code, what I have done, here in my code, I have just hard coded this value. That's why all the places you can see the same image. I don't want that. So how we can do this? First thing is that I have given the atom count, but I have created a model class now. I don't need to give the hard coded value here. So whatever is your list of the element, you just need to call that. So I will go here in my page. I will give that list. What is the list we are going to use here for the data? You just need to import that. So whenever you see there is a red color bulb is coming, right? So click on that. It will import, give the suggestions, and you can just import that. So now that is imported. And if you click the dot, it will give the length as well, because it will understand that this is a list and list will have a length. Okay. So now you will get, you are connecting your model class with your UI. Okay. So now I want to fetch that. So how we can do this? So here, instead of this image, instead of this hard coded value, what I will do? I will just remove the hard coded value. And because we have created a list here, so what I will do, cities, because we are calling that data from that cities, and in that cities index, why it is not coming? What happened? What happened? Let me create a one. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I have just created one variable, and here I'm going to. Why it is not coming? It's very strange. What I missed? It's right. Why it's not coming in my code? Let's see what happened. Just a minute. I will just check. What happened? think let me copy the code from here. Maybe it works because it should work. I don't know why it is not coming, showing me some errors. Let me do that. Okay, why it's not coming. Okay, now it is coming here, but I don't know why it is not coming my previous code. So you can see the image. I will show you the code as well. I will just remove some code because you don't understand. Maybe I have put it some code. I will just remove that as well. So sorry, from my side, there is some technical problem. I don't know what is happening. It will run again. Okay, so you can see here what I have done. I will just remove that as well, maybe. So here is the output of what we have just fetches all the images. So you can see here what I have done. I have just connected with the list what we have created in a data class. So that data class list is mentioned in atom count. So if you add like 100 atoms in the city, you can add it in your data and it will reflect directly here. You don't need to change anything here in the code. Okay, you just need to make changes, or you just need to make add the new cities or new hotel or new places inside your model class. You don't need to do anything in your UI side basically. So this is how you can connect with the page basically here inside the UI basically. So here is the city list, and the first index you have there, and first it will iterate the all the whatever you are returning from this list item builder. So you are returning the first index, it will show the first image, it will go and iterate again the second, again the third, and how many elements are there in the list, it will iterate that many times the loop, and it will show the whole UI inside your grid view. So I hope you understand this concept. Is anyone have any question related to this? Is anyone have any question?
No, ma'am, they don't have any question as of now.
Okay, yeah, just a minute.
Ma'am, one participant is asking to explain the padding visit.
Okay, yeah, I will explain it. Yeah. What happened? I don't problem with my file, or some file is got corrupt or something. Let me open my file again. Just a minute. I think that file is got corrupted or something is wrong with that file. So I will explain the code inside this file only. Is that okay for everyone? So I will explain the code inside this file only. So you can see what I have done up till now. So padding widget will give the padding to the to your object basically. If I given the padding to the all side, then you can mention as all. If you want to give the padding on the particular side, then there is a property called the only, and you can just mention that size from which side you want have a padding basically. So you can say top, left, anything you can say here. So if I add something, a text or anything, you can get a padding for that as well. Let me show you that basically. That will make more sense. So here after this image, you can see this image inside here. So okay, so here is the image you are seeing here. So now after the image in that stack, I want to add the text as well. So what I will do, I will create a container, let's say container with some, let's say 40 height, let's say 40 width, whatever width we have mentioned in our the container before, we have created like a 200, let's say 200 width, and then let's say child as a widget, and it's like a text, and inside text as well, what I will do, I will have the city, index, then city name. Okay, and you just see what is happening here. Why is there so much technical glitch today? Are we running off the time basically? Are we in, do I have time?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So give me the color. I will give the color as well to this. So color slot blue. Okay. So you can see here in the code. You can see here the code, but my design, I want this box should be at the bottom. Okay. I will show you how to do this. So now you can see that my text is going on the corner. So I want it should be like a center, or I want it should be like a little bit further. So you can wrap this text widget with the padding as well. And you can mention the padding basically like a 8 from all side, and it will show you the change. So it will take the 8 pixel on the top, left, bottom and right. So you can manipulate that. But I want right now it's on the center. So what I will do, I will wrap this widget with the center property. So center widget. So it will show you at the center. Now I want this whole blue color box at the bottom. So how we can manage that? So there is a one more widget called the align. So if I go and use this align widget, inside align widget have a property called alignment, and alignment dot, you can see bottom, center, center, top, right. So you can play with this. I want like a bottom center. Okay. So I will do this and let's see the changes. So you can see the whole container will move at the bottom center. Okay. Now in my picture I have given like a transparent effect. How we can do this? So you have given the blue color, right? We have given the blue color to the container basically. So you can see here, right? So the next thing what I will to do, I have the property. You can see with opacity. So in the with opacity, what you can give, like a let's say 0.6. So it will give the opacity of that container that much. Okay, it's too much, right? Let's say 8. Okay, so this is how you can do this. So let me copy, let's say style. We can style this text style. And here what we can do, let's say weight font weight dot bold, and then we'll have add the what I can add is a font size, let's say 20, and after that we will have let's say colors dot white. Okay, so you can see how we can create this. So the next main part is that now I want to navigate, because I have created the first part. I have created fetch the data from the model class. Now I want to navigate. When I click on this image, it will show me the respective pages. Otherwise, what will happen if I'm not creating a model class? I have to create 4 different pages with the same kind of structure for London, Paris, New York, Goa. For everything, I have to create a separate pages. But we have created a model class. That's why we have just created only one page, and the data will change automatically. So that dynamic things will happen here now. So for that, let me create a one page. I have already created a detail page, but I will show you how to do this basically. So let me create the something. I will create a different page. Let's say uh, detail page demo. I'm just putting some random name. So import. So I'm going to use the material library. I'm going to use the stateful widget here. Let me have like a, so I will say detail. Okay. And here I'm going to use scaffold. And here in the scaffold, let's say I have app bar. Okay. Text, and let's say detail page. Right now I'm just writing the detail page. Okay. So now how we can navigate from this page to that page. So that is first thing we can write the code for that. So for to navigation, there is we can wrap the whole widget like a whole container of this. So where is that container? The return property, the padding. So you can wrap the padding or you can wrap the container as well with the widget called the inkwell. So I will call. Okay, so you can use the inkwell widget or you can use the gesture detector. So there are two this widget you can use to help to navigate the things. So I'm using the inkwell. On this inkwell, I have the property is as on tap, and in that on tap property, you will have the link of the pages. So for that, I am going to use the navigator dot push. So what it will, how it works. So you can see there is a navigator dot push and there is a navigator dot pop. So if you want, it will have the stack of the element inside the that navigation. So when you use the navigator dot push, you are inserting your navigation, your navigation history or navigation inside that stack. So you are sending from one page to another page. If you coming back, so it will remove the name of the page or name of that link from that stack, and it take it out, and you can go back from where you came. So that's how this navigator dot push and navigator dot pop method works basically. So here it will need the context. So why need the context? Because from which page you are going to the next page, that's why it needs the context, and it will have the material page route. Okay, so which will also have the again builder property. And here because I just want to give the context, so there is a one and I will give the fat arrow. So fat arrow is nothing but, you can see it is called as a fat arrow, but what is nothing but it is the same declaration. If you have just only one line code inside your function, you can use the fat arrow. Otherwise, you can create a proper kind of this kind of thing, the whole function. But right now I'm just have the only one line code. That's why I'm going to use a fat arrow here, and I will navigate the class name, which is my another class name. So here you can see what is the class name is detail. Okay, so here I'm going to give this the path of the, and I have to import that. Okay, so if I run this project, it will run me. What happened? Okay. So if I click on this page, you can see that I will navigate from this page to that page, right? But I don't want this effect, right? I want the respective pages. I don't want like a one hard coded page which will created and I'm just linking to that page. So if you want to give the if you want to navigate from one page to another page, you can use this. But now I want to have the respective pages. So what I will do, I will send the whatever index of my that image or that container, I will send it from one page to another page. So what I will do, how you can send it, cities. So here this cities index, right? So I'm passing this value from one page to another page. So I'm sending this. So because I'm sending this, I need to receive something somewhere, right? So it will receive that inside this page. Okay, so this is how you can send data from one page to another page, right? So in this page I have sent it this data, and you can write like this. I will show you. Final, the type of the class is city, and I'm finding the city. Okay, and in detail it's already there. I don't want this. Okay, so now if I do like that and I want to show the text from that class, what I will do? So I'm using here a stateful widget. Okay, so it will create a new widget all the time when you use the stateful widget. So what is the, how you can fetch that value? It start with the widget dot ct, because I have given the variable name ct dot name. Okay, And if I do like this, what happened? It will show me. Okay, because I have created a, okay, because I use the name parameter, so I have to like a name constructor, so it will name. If I click here, you can see whatever thing I am clicking, it will create the page like that only. So understand this concept, how to pass the data from one page to another page. Because I just need to send the this whole class, and with the index particular whatever index I am clicking on, I just need to send from the to the next page. That's why I am sending the cities index only. If I just want to send only name, then you can send the whole just like a name thing. But I want to send the whole class from the next page. That's why I'm sending the index. So it will take the whole class with me, and you can access the whole class in the next page as well. So now I want to show the image. I want to show the text. I want to show the all other parts related to the particular index of on which I am clicking on. So do you understand this concept? It is very useful because this if you learn how to create this app, you can create any app, as many as. So you can go on Dribble and you can see any design and you can create any app, paid shop app, shopping app, anything. So all the logic behind that is the same. If you have any question related to this, just ask me, otherwise I will go through the next thing.
And some
Understand everyone?
participants are asking like, is there any source code or repo available from which they can
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
I will
step-to-step
send you.
hands-on implementation? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, I will give the GitHub repo for this as well.
Okay. Uh,
So understand why how I am sending the data from one page to another page, how I am giving the navigation from one page to another page. So it's the same logic. If you want to click on the same page, go to the third page, you have to send the data from that page to another page. You have to follow the same instruction and you can create a multiple page app basically. So this is the thing. Now I want to fetch the data in that detail page. Okay. So what we can do? I have just detail here, right? So what I will do, I will just go here after the app bar. I will have a body. In that I will have the column. Okay. In the column I will have children, and in that first thing I want the image. Now I want to fetch the particular image because if I click on the London, I need the London image on that page. So in the same way, I will do the widget. You can see you can access the whole class from here, the city class. So I will have the city image, and you can see if I click the Paris, it will show the Paris. If I, okay, the image is different. So I don't want that kind of thing again. So that some pages will have the small image, some will have. So I will just give the height and width. So it will work like that. Let's say height is 300 and width, let's say 420 or something. You can check. So maybe next time sometime if you want like a, it will adapt with all the design, so you need to understand the media query and you can do the responsive thing, but that is I'm not going to include in this session, but it's a different topic. So you can do that, means you can create any design with it will adapt the size of your device, and it will change according to this. So okay, so now if you go back, it will have the same images with the same size. Okay, the next thing is if you can see in my design, So I want all the attractions here. So let's create that. So after this image, what I will do, I will have like a text. Let me add some size box maybe. Style as well. So, okay, now I don't want these attractions at the center. I want it in the left hand side. How you can manipulate as a in the column widget will have the property of alignment. Let's say it's a cross axis alignment. So cross and start. So you can see it will go here. I need some spacing here. So how we can do this? So what I will do, I will just wrap this text widget in and I will just wrap with the padding. So it's very handy. It will have the padding. Okay. So this is done. The next part is that I want list of the element which will scroll horizontally. How we can do this? So again, as I mentioned, it's a dynamic thing. So what we can do, I will create a one container here. Okay, I will give some height to that. So I will tell you the one some tips. Whenever I create any UI, I will give the container to the color. So I will understand how much space that is occupying. Once you are happy with your design, then you can remove anytime you are the color of the background color of that container. But it will always handy to the make your UI very perfect, pixel perfect basically. So let's say I will have like a 100 and width. You can don't need to give the width. So let's say color. So let's say blue color. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this much portion I want to put all the things inside this container. So now the child of this container which is having a list view builder again, because we have created a nested class in model class as well. So in the list view builder, again similar to the grid view, it will have the atom count. So if you see our class, there is a this is our main class city. Inside that we have city place as a list of the places. Okay, and it will have the place name, place image, description, all this stuff. So I want to retrieve the now city places list. So how we can do this? So widget first thing dot city dot, you can see city city places, and if you can click the length. So now your atom count, and you are now accessing the nested class inside the city class. Okay, now you are accessing the place class, not the city class. So for that again I will do the context index editor. So for sake of just write down the code little bit shorter way, what I will do, I will just make sure I will create one variable and give the value of that variable. Let's say place equal to or place data equal to. Okay, so it will be more easy for me to. Now what you want container. I just want a column first, and inside that column I want image, and I want some text. Okay, so I will take a image dot network, and now I want to fetch the image through the model class. So what we have written, the variable name is place data dot place data index dot see place name, place image. You can access the whole data. So if I go here, so you can see it is now scrolling up and vertically, right? I don't want that. I want horizontally scrolling. So list view will have property of scrolling, scroll direction. So access horizontally. So you can see now you can access horizontally. Okay. So because my image size is bigger, that's why what I have to do again, I have to give the height and width to the image. Okay, let's say my height is 100, width is, let's say 150, and fit, box fit. Okay, so you can see all the images here, right? I need some padding, the whole column. What I will do, I will just wrap the whole column with the padding. Okay, now you can see the white color, the blue color, because you can see the how you are placing that value of that basically. And you can see the error, bottom overflow by 60 pixel, because what happened when you give the padding, it will give the spacing along around that image, and we have given the container height is 100. So let's say I have given the container height, let's say 130. So it will remove that error as well. See, there is no error. So this is how you can understand how it's the placing the proper widget inside some other widget. So now the next step is that I want this image should be like uh, a round corner. So if you want to round corner the image, then you can wrap this widget with the clip rect. So clip or rect. So which will give me the property of, okay, so which will give me the property of border. What happened? What happened?
Ma'am, I was just asking the user box fit widget.
Uh, box fit widget. Yeah, box fit widget means, so whatever the fit is a property of the image, and box fit dot cover means whatever height and width you have given to that image, it will fit in that box only. So it will whatever size you have mentioned, it will fit that image in that particular box. It will create like a box kind of that thing, and just it will fit that image in that. So whenever you give the height and width, so it will create that dimension in there, and it will fit whatever size of your image, it will fit inside that. It will squeeze that image into that size basically. What happened? Click correct. So here is a border radius property. Why it's not showing me right now, I don't know. So strange. So I will just take it from here only. Okay. Okay, so if you can see here, so you can see that it is a round shape image now. Okay, if you want little bit less, you can give the round, so it will like a less rounded. So it's on you how you want, but this is how you can do. Now I don't want this blue color. What I will do, I will just see, let's say I will have 120 here because there is so much space. Okay, and I will remove this blue color. So it is look like this. See? So this is how you can create this. So now I want one more list. Basically, if you go here in design, here is a list of hotels. So I want that. How you can create that? You can do the same way how you have created this list view builder. Here you have given the container, but now you don't know how many atoms are there. You cannot give the height to that container. So I've just tried to use the direct list view dot builder. Okay, and here now I have to give the atom count. Now again I have to use the widget dot city dot, now I want city list, sorry, hotel list. So I'm going to use the hotel list dot length. So now in this list view builder, we are just fetching the list of hotels related to that class basically. So here I'm going to use in context comma indexed, and I will return. So this time what I want, this time I want like a one container, and inside that I want a row. So let's say container, and then I want to have child as a row. Okay, and inside, or you can directly use the row as well. It doesn't matter. Means if you are just directly using the row widget as well, it doesn't have any problem. So if you are using the row, inside that children, and inside that I want a container or image. So image dot network. So now I will again do the short code. Just use the city hotel that much here. I will create one variable like let's say where uh, hotel data. Okay, and here we are using hotel data dot index, sorry, dot hotel, let's say hotel image. Okay, again you have to give the height and width. Let's say 50 height and width, let's say how much, let's say 80 or 100 maybe. Again fit, Okay, so again we can see the list view because we haven't put the shrink wrap here, right? If you wrap the widget with the container, you don't need, because it will give you the, you already mentioned that okay, this container will this much height, but here you don't mention anything, so you have to give the shrink wrap. What will happen, how many elements are there in that list, it will shrink to that many, that much portion only. So here I will say true. Okay, and then let's see. So see, you can see the images. If I wrap this row with the, let's say, container, and then I will wrap this with the padding. So now again now you know that what, how you can solve this issue, right? So you just need to go to the column and wrap this column with the single child scroll. See, now again I don't want just scroll this much, I just want scroll the whole page. So how you are going to do this, you are going to have in this hotel list and just go here and say physics and no scrollable physics, never scrollable physics. Okay, so now you can see, you can scroll the whole page. So now you can design it like a, let's say now what I have given, I have given like a 50, let's say 80 of this, a little bit bigger size of the image. Okay, and then because right now you can see the same data, because I have just for the sample I have used the only one image and one data in my model class. If I change that data, it will change here as well. So I want to just demonstrate how you can fetch the data. So let's say text, uh, let's say have a text here. Okay, okay, I will have one container here. Basically first let me have container, or we can have a column as well maybe. So I can put the text up and down. So here in the children, and I will have the text, and here is the name of the hotel. So how you can fetch it, you can just similar way you can fetch the data. Instead of hotel name or image, you can have the hotel name. Okay, so you can see that hotel name will come here. Okay, so if you want, you can give the spacing here as well, or you can wrap this column with the padding widget, or you can just give the size box with the width of, let's say 10. Okay, so now the next thing what I want again text widget with the description or address. Okay, so now again you can see this problem is coming because the text is bigger. What happened, if this text is that bigger than the size of the box, it should come down, but it is not happening right now. So what you can do, wrap this column with the expanded widget. Okay, and then see, so what it will happen, so how much space remaining after the in this row, how much space remaining after this image, it will take the whole image space, the space of that container row, and it will put the text inside that, and if the text is bigger, it will automatically shift that text in the next line. So this is very handy. It will always work with the expanded widget, always work with the rows or column. So it's very handy. So you can use this. If after this, if I want to have some buttons or something, so I can use the container. And in this container, I will have, let's say, height and width something. Height, let's say 40. Width, let's say 80. And color. Okay, and have a child as a text. And we'll have the price or something here. Okay, just have a look. So now again you can see the Hilton is going here and it is like a center. So you can just do the cross axis alignment again at the start. Okay, and I want this text should be at the center, so I will do the wrap with the center. So I'm not going in the very detail of the designing, but you can design as how you want. But this is how you can create the design of the page, and you can create and fetch the value. So next thing is just remaining is the animation. So how you can do that transition. So that is, there is a widget called the hero animation, hero widget. So what we will do, we will go on the home page. So what is the criteria to use this is you have like a same ID, means which image you want to transit from one place to another place. You just need to have the same ID related to that. So let me show you. If I just want to have the image which I want to do the image transition, I will wrap that image with the hero widget. Okay, and this widget have uh, one necessary tag is tag, and what is a unique name for this. So I think the unique name is the name of the city, right? So it will not repeat. So what I will do, I will just give the city name index and city as a tag name. You can name it anything, but it is dynamically coming. That's why I thought giving the city name. Okay, and I will give the same city name on the next page as well, where I want to show that. So what I will do here again, where is I'm image using, I will wrap that as well with the hero widget. Okay, and here as well I'm going to have the tag, but here what you have to do, you have to use widget. So we have already there, right? Widget. So here is hotel data. We don't need that. Like we want the widget dot city, where I have given this city. Yes, this one. Oh, I'm putting in wrong place actually. Let me do this. So sorry. I have to given at the top image, not the bottom one. Okay, and now you can see. So you can see there is a transition going on, right? before what it is not working like this, but you can see some transition, it is going somewhere and it will open the thing. So this is how you can create the UI with some simple widgets, and using the model class you can create a dynamic UI. You can create any UI with this same code. You just change the name, you change the model, you can change the images, and you can create like a shopping app, pets app, or anything whatever you like. So this is like a one basic thing you can do with this basically. I hope you all understand. If you have any question, let me know, and I hope I have shared something with you that will help to understand Flutter more. So is anyone have any question related to this? What I will do, I will just put this on my GitHub repository. You can take it from, I can send you the link as well.
Meanwhile, there are few questions in the chat box.
Yeah.
Like Avaz is asking, please, is asking to explain the hero animation once again.
Okay. Okay. I will do that. So I will just send the link on the chat box of this. So you will have the link of the code basically. Uh, I think for that, I will just. So I have put it the link, GitHub link for the code for this today's application. Okay. So for the hero animation, okay. So what is happening? If you want to transit one image to another image, okay. So you just need to. It's not only for the image. You can create as many things you want to transit from one container to the another container maybe. Let me show you that because we are fetching from the dynamically. That's why maybe you can confuse it. Maybe I will show you some different way as well. So let's say before this image, what I will do in home page, I will create something. So let's say container. Okay. Okay. And in this container, okay, this will go down actually. I will put at the bottom maybe. Okay. Okay. And I will give some height and width. Let's say 20. Width is 200. And I will give the color. Let's say red. Okay. Or pink. Okay, so this is the color, this is the container I have created. Now I will create the same kind of container inside my detail page as well. Okay, so here in the before this image I will create a one container, and let's say I will have 400 width, and I will have, let's say 300 height. Okay, so let will have, and then we will wrap with this widget with the hero animation. So this is the image, and you can see this is the pink. Let me have more height maybe for this 60. Okay, So whenever I click on this pink color, it will have that kind of effect. So how you can do this? You just need to wrap that widget. So I am wrapping this container. Okay. So I am wrapping this widget with the hero. Okay, hero widget. Again, for the transition, you have to mention which image you want to or which container you want to transit from this container to the some other container. So I will go here and I will also wrap this container with the uh, hero animation, hero widget. And what I will do, tag, let's say tag name is, let's say tag name is like a, if I'm saying like a Renu, okay. So if I use the same tag name here, uh, it should have a identical like a it have the unique ID like a unique kind of name or tag. Anything you want, it should be unique basically. So if I given this, what happened? I will give here as well. Okay. So this is how you can just create this basically. It's not like key. I think it is not taking like this. I think it's just like this. Yeah. No, it's not because I already put it one hero widget, but it is like that only. It works basically, hero widgets. So do you understand what basically how we can develop this? You just need the unique identical value. So that's why what I have given here, I have given the name because my city name is unique. Now I can show you the problem. If I add the same, if I don't have a, just a minute. Okay, now if I add more data inside my let's say here is my city class, right? Here is the unique name is London. If I copy this class, okay, okay, and I will paste it again. Okay, if I paste it in the last place, so now my London name is not unique. Okay, it is repeating, so it will not work. I will show you. It will not work that effect. I have to run because I have made changes in the model class. You have to run the project again. If you made changes in your PubStat or YAML file, if you made changes in your the model class, just reload the project again. So it works on the hero animation only works on the unique name tag for the both the places. See, it will not work. It is not work, and you can see it will show the multiple heroes that share the same tag within the subtree. So this is the problem, right? If I remove that, it will solve my issue again. Now it will work. See? So how you can do this? This is very simple. So it is very simple animation. That's why I thought I can introduce you this animation. So this transition. Animation is a completely separate topic for to understand. So, does anyone have any other question?
Yeah, ma'am, few folks have, so I'm letting them unmute. Okay, so
Okay.
they'll ask while unmuting. So
Okay,
I'm
let me
unmuting one.
stop sharing. Yeah, okay, let me stop sharing my
Yeah.
screen so I can see who is asking. Okay,
So
you can.
Tushar, you can ask your doubt now. Tushar Upadhyay.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, ma'am. What are the ma'am basics to build an app?
So basics means that you need to understand the UI, how you can create the UI. Second thing, you need to understand if it is a multi-page app, you need to understand how to create a model. And that's it. You can show the app like it's a you cannot say like that it is a full app. It is like a UI. Okay. If you want to have the full functionality app, you need some data. So you can create some Firebase data or API to fetch that values. So let's say you are creating a blog app. So you can create the same way. You can add, remove, add some blocks, add some images, kind of thing. But it will save the data inside only in your model class. So don't want that. So you can connect to the Firebase. You can add the data through your app inside your Firebase. You can remove the data through your app in from the Firebase. So that's how you can create the simple app, the whole app when using the Firebase and the Flutter UI. But you just need to
Thank you, ma'am.
understand the UI first, the structure of the app, how to navigate it, how to understand, how to implement the Firebase in that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Abhishek Salve, you can ask your query. Abhishek Salve, can you hear me? You can ask your query now.
I think he's not there.
Okay, he might be having some issue. Awais Kazi, you can ask your query now.
Okay, so how do I know where and which widget do I wrap and add the widget? Okay, so basically, it you will understand all this stuff when you do practice it. Okay, so now you can see I don't need to go to the documentation and see which widget I'm going to wrap with. If I want to, if I want to have like I have created a container, I after that I thought okay I need some text below that, so I will wrap that container with the column, and then I can add the text widget. Okay, then after that I fall that oh okay my text should be at the center. Okay, go and wrap that widget with the center widget. So this is how you can learn. But for that you should understand the what widget works. What is the use of that widget basically? If you know the what is the size box, then you okay. Whenever you need some spacing, you directly use that. If you want some padding, understand the padding, go through the documentation or go to the tutorials and just understand what is how you can manipulate the padding. So once you learn it, then you can use it the what is the use of that inside your app basically. But eventually when you do the practice, then and then you will understand more and more the structure, how to create a UI inside the Flutter, and you will understand what should I wrap with what widget basically.
Okay, ma'am, are you running out of time? Like, do you have any some more time to ask,
Yeah, you
answer
can
few
ask.
more
Yeah,
questions?
I have 10 minutes, no worries.
Okay, okay. So Ravi Ranjan, you can ask your doubt.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask you
Yeah,
how stack and how feedbox work.
sorry, which?
How stack and feedbox working.
I can hear the stack, but what is the next widget you are asking?
Fit box fit use करते हैं
Fit box fit. Oh, fit box. So stack is the widget where you want to overlap something to each other. Okay. So because if you have a container, you will have a child, right? And whatever text or whatever thing you calling inside that container, it will always in that container only. It will not overlap with each other. So if I want something, some design, so you can see here the design. So here you can see the text. Okay, these two texts I want to uh, put it on the top of the image. Let me show you. If I because you can use the you if you can have the same effect, you can use as a child of that image as well, but it will not work like that. So what I have used the stack. So if I use the, let's say, in this page, where is that home page? I will add something here on the stack image. If I add, let's say, okay. Container stack hero widget. Okay, on the top. Okay, so here you can see this image, and after that I have put it this padding and I have put it the text, right? If I put some container here, so sometimes you need kind of the designs like this, right, where you want to overlap the things. That time you can use the basically stack widget. So see, you can see it is on the top of this. If you give the padding, so some designs, if you give some padding to this, so it is going back, right? So now let's say I want some design where this width letter is having some background. How we can do this? Let's say 120. Okay, let's say 100. I want little bit on the left side as well. Left has left. Let's say 20. Okay, now I want that behind the text. What I will do, it is overlapping right now, right? So I will copy this, I will remove this, and I will, where is that text with? Okay, before that I will just put it. So see how you can manipulate this thing. You can decide which overlap with which widget basically. So overlapping things will happen only you can use the stack widget. And for the fit, you can use the fit as a property for the image, and you can, like, a box fit is a widget where you can fit that image in that particular dimension. Whatever dimension you have given that image, it will fit with that basically. So there is a many property of that as well. So if you can see here, I have used the image and you have given the let me show you that again. So here is the image, right? Having the property of, what happened? Comma. Here is a fit property, and let's say box fit. Okay, so let's say box fit like a fit with the height. Okay, So what it will do? I will give the height as well. Let's see. Okay. So it will fit. Why it is not coming? Okay, it will keep. See, it will fit that image with that much height only, because I have put it like a box with fit height. If I will put like a content, it will have the different kind of effect. See, so the height is there, but how much the content I can put it. So these are the different property with the fit box. So you can try and play with that whatever effect you want, and you can use that basically.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So for to learning all this stuff, basically, if you want to learn UI, I think Raja Yogan's video tutorials are really best to create a different kinds of UI. So follow him, play with word, do like a practice with their tutorial basically. So first you can master in the UI, then go through then go to the Firebase. First understand, create like a 4 or 5 project with this, creating a model class, creating the UI with the different style. You can try it that, and then once you are very much comfortable with this, then go to the Firebase, then do some 3 or 4 project with the Firebase as well, then shift the API. So like that, every stack have the different user cases. Try that and go to the next level. Basically, that's how you can learn. Basically, is anyone have any question? I hope you all understand what I have taught today and last session as well. It help you to start learning your Flutter journey, and you have started creating your project as well.
If anyone have any question, please do ask, else we'll be wrapping up the session soon.
So how many of you have already installed the Flutter and started creating your first UI with Flutter? Good. That's good. I can see people are saying me. Okay. So welcome to the Flutter then. So you can contact me anytime on Twitter if you have any questions or queries. I think last time I have shared my Discord link as well. If you have anything there as well, but if you stuck somewhere, you can anytime ask me questions over the social media as well. But do start your project, do practicing it. If you want my Twitter link and all this stuff, then I will share my screen maybe. Here is the details of my Twitter handle. So you can follow my Twitter handle, or you can follow my community TechPowerGirls. We do normally take workshops once a month or something. We'll help you, or maybe you all want to learn more, then we will do something again, collaboration with all your GDs.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is there any internship for learning?
Right now we are not doing, but if we get a really good amount of students, then we will definitely do, because we have some tie-up with the company, so we'll do that. We have done before that as well for some women and students. If we got some good amount of students with us, then we'll definitely do. So we will because normally what we do, we call the we run the workshops, and we call the companies as well, and they will see your work. So basic thing is that you should create your portfolio, and how you can create the portfolio, you have to practice it, and whatever you practice it, just put it on the social media that okay, I am doing this today. Okay, social media nowadays, social media really helps you to create your portfolio and to run the things basically. Just a minute, and just give me 1 second only. Someone is at my door. Just give me some second. Okay.
Avaz, you'll get to know about like who will taking the next session. Okay, you'll get to know through your respective GDSC.
So sorry.
Not an issue.
So if you don't have any question, then but do do practice. That is what I will say. No one have any question?
Yeah, so I guess we should wrap up the session.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would like to thank you all your 4 GD C, and thank you for inviting me for this both sessions. It was a really good experience for me to interact with the student. I'm always happy to collaborate with the student. So if you have in future something like this, I would like to definitely connect.
Sure, ma'am. It's our pleasure to have you on board here.
That's thank you.
So
Thank you
thanks
so
a
much.
lot, Renuka ma'am, for giving your valuable time, despite of your busy schedule and guiding our participants throughout the session. We are really thankful for that. Also, thanks a lot, all the participants for attending the session. I hope you had great time, great learning throughout the session. Also, I would like to thank all the organizing team for a smooth conduction of the event. And this session was organized under Flutter Festivals by Avantika University, Indore Institute of Science and Technology, Poornima College of Engineering, and Amity University, Mumbai in collaboration. So thanks to all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, see you there.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.